So when I did the distributor cap and rotor on this truck, I forgot one major piece that I didn't think would be that major, I guess. I'm not a mechanic, so I'm just fiddling with my own stuff here, trying to figure stuff out as I go. And there's a small grommet that sits on the top, on the inside, or I guess on the top, on the whatever. I'll show you. There's a small grommet that sits in the bottom of the coil that sends the spark. And my truck's been it'll start no problem. It starts no problem. It runs okay, but as soon as you give it some gas, like if you want to actually floor it, it dies. 100% dies. So I'm hoping this fixes my issue, but I will show you what happened to my distributor cap and my coil. My coil is fried. This is what happened to my distributor cap. So this is where that grommet sits, and then there's that little spring or whatever that comes through the bottom of that comes in contact with the bottom of the coil. This is where the coil sits. So on the bottom of your coil, there's a small silver looking tab that sits right here. And since I didn't have that spring in here, there was nowhere for that spark to go. So it was just shooting everywhere, and it melted. It melted the bottom of my distributor cap. Now, this being said, so I'm pretty sure if you would leave it long enough, you probably would burn your car up. Like, it would probably start on fire, because that spark is obviously creating enough heat that it would start the distributor cap on fire and probably put your engine on fire, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm taking a wild guess, but I'm just guessing because it created enough spark and enough heat that it started to melt the cap and coil. But I'm hoping this fixes my my running problem. It runs fine. It starts fine. It just doesn't run 100%. So I'm hoping that the new coil fixes it. I already got a new cap. The cap's installed, but I figured I'd run the coil I have in there right now, and that's how I figured out that it dies. It doesn't run 100%. So bought a new coil today. It was like $50. It was actually the only one they had in stock. So I'll put that in today and take you along for a cruise, and we'll hope it fixed my idle. I'm not sure if I've showed this already, but take these off. You got four of these bolts here. They're just flat heads. You just kind of work your way between the spark plugs, and then you have this, if I can actually look at it, I can't even see it due to that. You have that there. You just gotta push down, spin, and that gets out of there. You got 4 of those to do. You got one over on that side, one on this side, kind of on the back there, and you have 2 up here, and then it just lifts off. So I just took that screw apart, just lifting the cap off now. So I'll show you guys what well, I guess I gotta take those 4 bolts off first, my bad. I'll do that right away. All right, got everything disconnected. Gonna pull this coil out. I'll show you what the bottom of the coil looks like. Sorry, I'll get a better angle here to this. Just gotta pull these wires out here. So this is the bottom of that coil that I was telling you about. It is completely burned away. It should not look like that. It should be totally black, like looking like look like that. But there should be a silver piece right there. I'll grab the other one and I'll put it beside it, and I'll show you what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure that's why I have stutter. And this is the piece I was talking about that fits in that bottom there. The other piece is all burnt out. So yeah, I'm hoping this is the cause of my issue, but we'll see. This is the damage comparison. This is obviously the new one. So when that spark was jumping, it melted everything in there. I don't even know if there's steel underneath that anymore. I don't think there is, but it should look like that obviously. And actually the new one came with new hardware, so I got another grommet, thicker grommet. I actually got some more screws as well. So I'll put that in and we'll take it for a ride. So the only thing I'm worried about is my ground. I think I stripped the underside, like where it screws into, so I don't know how well that thing is grounding. So that's gonna piss me off a little bit, but everything's in. We got our grounds in there properly, and it's just that ground. I'm really worried that's not a proper ground. It's holding, but these don't get reefed down. Like, you don't tighten them down to the point where it's like a lug nut. It's to hold this in there. So I'm hoping that is at least secure enough where it'll give me a good connection, but we'll see. We'll tighten this down and take it for a run. All right, got her all installed. We see if she at least idles properly. It's idling, which is good. Alright, so it only happened, my truck's super loud, so bear with me. It only happened under like heavy acceleration, so we will we'll hit a road over here and we'll see if it bogs out. All right, so here's our test. So it didn't bog there, which is good. We'll try it a couple more times here and see if it bogs out. Hey everybody, so obviously we're in a different environment. I didn't realize I didn't have a like an ending clip to this video, so that did fix my problem. The truck's running good now. It was just that spring, that silver piece in the bottom of the cap. The spark had nowhere to go, so AKA it fried the coil. The truck wasn't running good before. It runs great now. It starts good, idles good, drives great. If you're having the same issues as me, I hope this video helped you. If it didn't, I'm really sorry. I thought I'd get a video. I thought I would try and make a video like this because I didn't see one on YouTube. It's a very small, it's a very small part. I don't know enough about vehicles to know if this would be a cause to a lot of different people's problems, but maybe it'll help you out. If it did, I'm happy it helped you out. I like making the video, so leave a like, please leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell, leave so your notifications come on. Share the video, do everything you can for me. I really appreciate you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.